Ludwin, Codwin, and Fisher are all present. In addition, Cowden. In addition, Township Manager Janusa, Police Chief Bakovinsky, Public Works Bill Wateroff, Zoning Director Bruce Bosley, and Engineer Dan Desroth of Gateway, and Township Solicitor John Smith. Okay, now the beginning of the meeting starts here with comments will be taken at any time for any item that appears on the agenda, and then any general comments or questions. This is the residents' opportunity to step forward and have your concerns addressed. After this comment period, the Township Business Meeting will begin, and there will be no further questions or comments from the floor. Please step to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. So the first thing we're going to talk about is items on the agenda.
No, this is not regarding the agenda.
Yes, okay, first of all, is there anything for anybody on the agenda first? Okay, now we'll go into everyday comments. Okay, go ahead. State your name and tell us.
My name's Al Petechko, 517 Swihart Road. And the reason why I'm here this evening is because of a water problem that has been going on for about 5 years. It all started when they resurfaced Swihart Road on the northern end, I guess it would be. And ever since they resurfaced the road, you have pictures up there to look at. There's been water running onto both of my properties. About 3 years ago, Don Genosa was contacted by me. He was up on Swihart Road to look at what was going on after the rain, and I was told that he would take care of it. Well, that was 3 years ago. So the reason why I'm here, I would appreciate it if somebody would take another look at it and try to address this problem. And like I said, it's been going on for 5 years now since the road was resurfaced.
No, it looks like you live on the downhill side there, is that?
Yes.
Because I'm looking at those pictures you just showed us, and it looks like there's a curb on the uphill side.
There's
But
a curb on the uphill side,
it's not,
yes.
it's missing there. And so
Yes.
it has the opportunity to just drain straight across onto your property, correct?
They put 2 drains in, but it's not, or was it 1 drain or 2?
No, there's always been a drain on the far end down on my other property, but when they resurfaced the road at those 2 particular areas, for some reason, it was sloped the wrong way. It wasn't sloped towards the side that it should run down. And just, there's 2 areas, and it's marked up there because I marked them. There's 2 areas where the water is running across and running down into my property. And when it rains real hard, it gets pretty bad. Because now, the property that I own next door to my personal residence, there's water hitting into the basement when it rains real hard because of the amount of water that's running off the road down into my yard.
Don, have you or Bill gone out to look at this at all?
Actually, Mr. Chairman, yes, I did, and I got Dan, our engineer, involved. And
Can you speak up, Don? So they can
Yeah, please, so I can hear you.
actually, I did get involved, and I also asked for the assistance of our engineer, Dan, and I believe Dan wrote a report to that. We were going to get involvement of one of our contracted pavers who would be able to bring a milling machine in to reprofile that road at that section. Dan will probably explain it.
That's what I recall. There's a slight pitch in the wrong direction there that took the water the other way. So I think we can get a price on that and we can get back to the board. That's all I can say at this point.
Do you think just milling the road would do it there?
I think it's...
What about a curb? Would a curb help out? Would that be feasible instead of milling or what?
I don't think it's all curvy. It's pitched in a direction. At least, I mean, there was just very slight changes up there that happened, and I think it's pretty minor. I think it could be fixed with paving. I usually don't try to fix drainage with paving, but in this case, I think we could.
Okay. Well, we'll have them look into it then and see whichever way.
Bill, are you familiar with the locations that he's talking about?
I'm not.
I didn't think so. It would be at the northerly end of Swihart Road, maybe 800 feet from 980, is that about right?
Yes, that is correct.
And he's on the low side. What's your address there?
517 and 535. There's 2 separate locations where the water's coming in.
Okay.
And it's marked up there, so if somebody goes up, they can see. I got it clearly marked in the 2 locations where it's coming in off the road.
Well, we'll have them look at it and see what would be the best remedy for it. If he feels milling would be better than curb or whatever works out best.
Probably milling would probably fix it. To get it to slope the other way.
Towards the drain.
Right.
Now, Dan, there's only drains on one side, you're saying then on that part of the road?
I'm not sure, Andy, it's been a couple of years. We'll get it back on track and figure it out, get back to the board.
Okay, we'll have them look
I would
at it.
appreciate it because I was told a couple of years ago that the problem would be fixed and it's never been addressed or even taken care of. And now it's damaging into my basements on my own property and my next door property. And it's coming in the walls and my walls are starting to deteriorate and all my concrete's starting to come out of the block. So now I'm getting into more of a major problem with this.
Okay.
So I would like it fixed because if not, we're gonna have lots more problems than we're having now.
We'll get them to look at it, we'll have an answer by the next meeting. Okay?
Teresa, can you come to the next meeting?
Yes?
And we'll have some answers by then, what we feel is the best way to handle it, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.